Cyclone Remal has left a trail of destruction across West Bengal and after making landfall between the coast of the state and Bangladesh on Sunday night. Cyclone Remal has resulted in 2 deaths in Bengal. These deaths have occurred in Kolkata and South 24 Pargana districts. In fact, Cyclone Remal has ravaged several parts of Bengal. Now, what's the latest as far as the ground is concerned, the situation on the ground from the relief camps? I'm being joined by my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who's been reporting on this. Saurabh, just for the benefit of our viewers, the worst is over, but the trail of destruction is still there. What is the administration doing? How are things in fact looking around as far as you are concerned?
Well, the primary focus for the administration is now restoring power, because a lot of times what happens is trees fall on power lines, as a result of which power supply gets interrupted. Also, the power is switched off because there is a fear of trees falling on power lines, and if power lines snap, then there's a chance of electrocution. So that is one issue that the administration is focusing on. If there is inundation, then of course pumping out water. In Kolkata city, for example, the metro was also affected because there was ingress of water at Park Street station. But apart from that, the focus is now on, of course, making a account, of the losses that have been that people have suffered. Many thatched homes or thatched roofed homes have been damaged, or homes that have tiles on the roofs and not concrete homes. These homes have seen damage. Most of these people were moved to cyclone shelters, but one lady in South 24 Parganas died after a tree fell on her hut. I beg your pardon. And the other death took place in Kolkata, where a man died due to a wall collapse due to the cyclone. There were very strong winds, but largely the administration was prepared. They moved people to evacuation camps, cyclone centers. In states like these and in districts like these, there are pre-existing cyclone centers. These are set up because these states do see cyclones, and one can, I think, say with some amount of confidence that management of the impact of cyclones has gotten better with the years. Orissa has set a stellar example. Bengal also has learnt. And this time around, the administration has made efforts to ensure the minimal loss of lives. And they've largely managed to do that so far. 2 lives, though, unfortunately, have been lost. Apart from that, focus is now on restoration of service, normalization of air traffic. Air traffic started again from Kolkata airport at 9 o'clock in the morning. Local train services, wherever, the local train services were withdrawn. Port operations will also have to begin. So all of these things will, of course, now be looked at by the administration, and also an account of losses, perhaps, because if people have lost their homes, then alternative arrangements need to be made.
Right, Saurabh, thank you for joining us with all those details. But before we go, let's just play out this report that Saurabh had sent earlier from a relief camp.
The worst is over as far as Cyclone Remal is concerned. Right now there are strong winds, but things are subsiding as people are also beginning to leave the cyclone shelter, which was set up by the government to ensure that people were evacuated and lives were not lost due to the cyclone. আপনারা কতক্ষণ ছিলেন এই সাইক্লোন সেন্টারে? সারা রাত। কটার সময় এসেছিলেন?
কালকে 7টার সময়।
কালকে সকাল সন্ধ্যে 7টা। আর সারা রাত ছিলেন। তো কেন এসেছিলেন এখানে? কি
ঘরের জন্য জলোচ্ছ্বাস হবে।
আপনাদের কি কাঁচা বাড়ি?
হ্যাঁ।
আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। আপনারা কি এখন বাড়ি ফিরে যাচ্ছেন? আচ্ছা, কিরকম ঝড়ের জন্যই এসেছিলেন?
হ্যাঁ, ঝড়।
কটায় এসেছিলেন?
ওই সন্ধ্যে 7টা।
আর কি এখন ফিরে যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ,
ঠিক আছে। जैसे आप কটায় এসেছিলেন?
ওই
7টাতে। So all these people spent the night at the cyclone center here, which has been built specifically for the purpose so that people can have relief from cyclones. And these have because these areas see cyclones pretty often, the administration has a plan in place, and cyclone shelters have been built to ensure that people don't lose their lives and people don't have to live in kacha homes during a cyclone. So that's something that's happened in the past few years, and that preparation for natural calamities or natural weather phenomena like cyclones is what has perhaps helped the government avoid loss of lives on a large scale on cyclones like these. With camera person Aniruddha Tripathi in Bokhali, South 24 Parganas, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.